I was thinking about card rentals, and Peak Monsters came out with a post the other day about how the card rental market is growing, not as fast as it was originally, but it's still going up. And then I've been seeing people in the Mavericks room in the Discord talking about uh, let's call it constructive criticism about how the new edition of Untamed. There's some people are saying there's power creep and things are overpowered. Other people are saying it's just too expensive to expect people who have alphas and betas to also buy in for Untamed, and on and on. So I thought about it and I was like, well, you know, let's look at the rentals and see what's going on there. So what I did was I looked at the leaderboard. I took BJI 1203 is top player right now, often is, and what kind of deck is BJI playing? So with Peak Monster's new tools, you can actually look. You can just pull up the cards, the bulk view, put in the username you want, and then I clicked on cooldown because that means those cards have actually been played in the last week. So these are all the cards. I copied and pasted those to a spreadsheet. And then I went into, these are all the cards. I went into Peak Monsters and I looked at the rentals for each one. And, I always took the cheaper option. So I took regular instead of gold and I took beta instead of alpha when there was a choice. So basically, what's the minimum it would cost to rent an equivalent deck? And there are a few in the Untames where there's just not enough depth to the market yet, and it's to be expected. It's a new edition. People are still opening packs, and once there's sufficient sale through, then the rental market will become deeper, and you'll be able to get those. But the prices of the ones that do exist are they're a little bit higher because of the scarcity, but it's comparable to what we see in beta. So then I went and I looked at BGI's winnings. And he's making about 200, 213 Dark Energy Crystals per battle, but with bonuses for alphas, for golds, for guild bonus. So if you discount all that, it comes out to 147,807 per win. And I ballpark the Dark Energy Crystal value of the rewards cards because each one is average 93.6 when you factor in the rarities and the golds and everything. And that gives us an idea. So the total cost here is 773, or no, 733 actually. And so then I calculated. It's like, okay, if you burned all your cards and you were making this amount per battle, how many battles would you need to win a day in order to break even on that rental cost? And the answer apparently is 39. So that's a little bit fudged because top players in the top 50 are also getting rewards. I think right now it's orbs, or it might be Untamed. I'm not sure. So yeah, you have to factor in those packs to into the value there, which would drop the cost or the number of battles needed dramatically. So on the flip side, it doesn't take as much to get into Champion 1. So, this is the very top of the leaderboard. Champion 1 is, if we go to the rankings, actually, let's see here. Oh, it is Untamed packs. So in addition, assuming BGI finishes number 1, in addition to the rewards cards, the Dark Energy Crystals, you'll also get 100 Untamed pack, which is, current market is what? Let's see, Untamed is $1.63, so 163 extra dollars. So if we put that in here, let's see, and change that. Actually, that more than pays for everything because it's only $103 to rent. So that'll take care of that. But if you're obviously not as good, there's only one winner, one top spot, then you need a lesser deck to get to Champion 1 by the end of the season, and that'll decrease the rental cost. So there's always multiple ways of analyzing things, but this number is like a maximum. So if you win 20 battles a day, and you have a decent rental deck, you might be, instead of $733 a day, it might be $5 a day. So if we do that, then then it comes out to 21 right there. Um, and let's discount this a little bit. Let's say these are 150s. So okay, so 29.5 there. Season rewards will stay about the same based on my calculation models, and the price of the deck is still the same. So, you could rent a whole deck, play at the top levels. As long as you getting in 20, 30 wins a day, which might take an hour, might take 2 hours, depending on how things go, and then you'll be playing for free essentially. There's some conversions back and forth, which will probably cause a bit of slippage, but that can be dealt with without too much trouble. So play one extra game, that kind of thing. And so I mean, rentals are 100% doable. It does take a little bit more effort. That is true, because you gotta instead of owning the cards and having no carrying costs, you have to cover the rental costs. So. That's it. I mean, so the people who are saying it's impossible for new players, or it's unfair to the old players and all those kind of things, it's all just it's all just what do you want to call it? It's all just short-sighted. There's a nice political word, right? Don't let it get you down. The game is still totally workable, and so we'll see how things evolve. Big things are coming. We're going to get mobile apps. We're going to get, free to play, like a true free to play kind of system of some kind. Agrod has hinted at some other announcements coming up shortly. So it's exciting times, and don't let your short-sightedness keep you down.